So yesterday I pulled the 71 parts car, the car I bought off Copart to fix the RT, around to the front of the garage. I did get it to fire, but the carburetor is just dumping gas into the engine, which is not uncommon for something that's sat for a long time. So today's project is to take that carburetor off and see if I can't get it working right. Doesn't have to be perfect. This car isn't going to be driven. I just need to be able to start it and move it around while I'm ripping parts off of it and so on and so forth. Harley actually has a decent interior. Needs cleaned up. Had two broadcast sheets in the back seat. One of them went to the car, one of them went to another car that probably got put in there at the factory. But I'm going to use this whole interior in the RT. Again, it's not perfect, but for now, it'll get the thing together, because that car was burnt out. It's another car I got from Copart that was burnt up. So, today's a much better day. It ain't raining. I'm gonna get to work on it. Nice, real nice. Anybody else have problems with chipmunks? Look at this crap. I guess they thought this was a good place for them to hide their nuts. Awesome. So the first thing we got to do is start taking the linkages off this carburetor. Already disconnected the front fuel line. Undo the spring. Undo this spring. I'm gonna have to get the clip off of here. These things are easy to lose, so be careful if you ever do this yourself. I got spare ones, but I prefer not to lose the stuff. Just sit it up here for now. Another clip here for the throttle cable. Pull the vacuum lines off. And then there's a clip here for your choke you gotta take off. Again, watch you don't lose the clip for that. And that's everything except the 4 1/2-inch bolts that's holding it on. And I've been working on these cars for years, so it usually don't take me much time to get a carburetor off. I could darn near do it in my sleep. Last back one. Kind of hard to get to. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't want to turn out by hand. I don't have that on occasion. Come on. Got it. Here we go. Nice 1971 two-barrel carburetor. And then by the looks of it, it ain't been messed with since 1971. You can see the tag still on it. Usually if somebody's messed with it, they end up not putting the tag back on. So I'm pretty sure this thing has never been apart, probably. So I'm gonna get some carb cleaner, start cleaning it up a little bit. All right. I got my safety glasses on. I recommend you always wear them. This stuff flashes. You don't want to get this crap in your eye. I'm not trying to be perfect here. I'm just trying to get some of this gook off the thing before I start tearing it apart. Good for now. I'm going to take it apart and spray the inside anyhow. I'm going to get my screwdriver and flathead. Here's my handy chair over here. Get to taking her apart. Get something to put the screws in so you don't lose them. Put them on a paper towel. Now, ultimately, it'd be nice to do this on a workbench, but anybody who knows me knows, well, my workbench is already covered with stuff. Cleaning it up would mean I wouldn't be working on a car. Well, probably ain't getting it cleaned up anytime soon. Amazingly, these screws are coming out fairly easy. Impressive. There's the car. The thing's set for a long time because it has studded snow tires on the back. And the front had bias ply tires on it. This one over here I changed off because it wouldn't hold air, but the one on the passenger side is still a bias ply tire. It's pretty interesting. Man, this thing's coming right apart. I'm impressed. Off right here for the breather. Come on now. Magnetic screwdriver saved me. Otherwise that thing probably would be lost for eternity, right? More than likely this carburetor's fine. It's probably just gummed up inside. I mean, things sit for a long time and it happens. Gas dries up, turns to varnish, and then gets sticky inside the carburetor. There's the pump mechanism. It actually don't look bad. It still has all the rubber there. And probably the main thing are the floats sticking. That's usually where you're going to have a problem. I don't have another gasket. I'm trying to get off here without breaking it. I don't really want to buy a rebuild kit for it because who the hell wants a 2-barrel carburetor, right? I mean, I'm just trying to get it running right now so I can move it around the yard. I mean, it don't look bad. Expected to, first there's a lot of crap underneath the floats. I'm going to spray that out. It's probably what mostly happens is you get stuff dries up in here. Oh yeah, lots of brown stuff coming out. Probably can't see it from this angle of the camera, but it definitely had a bunch of crap in it. And that's usually what happens. You get a bunch of gunk down in the floats and in the shut-off valve, and it don't want to close right. They stick. And with that, I am going to throw her back together. See what we get. Really, all I wanted to do is just clean the inside of it out. Successful in not tearing the gasket, which is good. Now we can just sit her back in there and pop this thing back together. Hallelujah. So that went actually pretty smoothly. I mean, Most people would probably just rip this off and put a 4-barrel on it, but honestly, I don't typically use the 318s. I'm a big block person. Never care for small block. Not that there's anything wrong with them. Just, I've always stuck with big blocks. That's my reputation. I ain't changing now, so. You don't want to tighten these all the way up yet. Just tighten them down so they start to snug. And once you get that all done, then we'll start tightening them crosswise. So you get an even seal on the gasket. You tighten one side before the other, you can pinch one side of the gasket. You don't want to do that. Down here. Get these off back on, it's just as tricky taking them off. Careful, it doesn't pop. Then they could probably find the thing again. Come on now. It's not cooperating. That's neat. Try this method. Sometimes it's easier. Needle nose pliers. I got it. Here. Vacuum line back on. Gasket back on. We're ready to put this back on the car. The glasses now, get them out of my way so I can see. There we go. bolts. I like to tighten 2 corners up, snug 2 corners up, and then get the other 2 corners, and then go back to tighten. And this back one, I just started to snug, and now we'll come to the other side and do the front one. Back to this back bolt that really doesn't want to just turn by hand. I could have chased the threads if I was really wanting to do things right, but like I said, I'm not going to use this motor for anything, so right now I just need to get it to fire up. Side. If I need to just back up. Battery on the charger all last night. Kind of drained it, cranking it over. And this car is running off a fuel bottle because the gas tank obviously is gummed up and got years of varnish in it. See what happens. Also, it won't start with the ignition key. I don't know if the heat and safety switch is got something wrong with it, or what its deal is. But I'm just bypassing it. A relay box. I swear to you that wasn't staged. I think what it is I flooded this thing out so much last night that there was just gas sitting in the cylinders. So when I turned the key, it fired right up, but that's amazing. And you see it idled. I'm going to finish cleaning out the air cleaner and get these nuts out of here and get that back on, but that actually went pretty well. I'm impressed. And over here, here's the bias ply tire that was on the front I was telling you about. Doesn't have the proper hubcap. Studded snow tires on the back. Now this one I had to switch out. I had to throw a rally wheel on it because it wouldn't hold air. It wasn't worth the hassle. I had a rally wheel I knew held air, so I threw it on there. Well, that's that. That was a quick fix for the carburetor. What, took 30 minutes maybe?